Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have the Vampire Vixens from Deborah Muller color along. This will be a color and chat video. This is my second color along for the Deborah Muller Facebook group, and we're working out of Vampire Vixens, and specifically working out of, well, I chose this page to do. As you can see, I already started it. I used some of the big markers, and then I have already gone in with the my Prismacolors pencils and highlighted this ribbon. I shaded and highlighted the ribbon, but I haven't done any of the other stuff yet. I was thinking about using the oil pastels on her skin, and so I thought I would do that for the color and chat, just so you guys can see, you know, how I do that. I've only been using the oil pastels for a little while now, and so I'm really new to it, and the ones I'm using are very inexpensive. I got them from Five Below for $5. It's a set of 48 from Royal and Langnickel is the brand. They have a lot of art supplies. I have some of their pencils actually too, that my sister gave me a set of the metallic pencils that they have, and they are really, really nice. And so I'll show you what this set looks like here. I'll take the lid off of it. So they come in a tray like so, and it has like a little lid on it that kind of snaps into these little holes here. And then this is what the set, and I think it's supposed to be that they're 40 individual shades, but some of them are very similar, so you know, but still for $5, and they're kind of tiny, but you know, I think they go a long way. So, and I've used them on a couple of pages from the Magical Witches book, and also I used them in one of the Hannah Carlson pages, Magical Dawn, and I like them. I'm having fun with those, so I thought I would use them today to do her skin. And I also have these oil pastels from Artist Loft. I don't know if that's Michael's own brand or not, but that's where I got them from. There's 12 in here, and those are the shades. I don't know if I'll use them today, although I do kind of like that blue shade there. That might be cute for her skin. But I've been using the Royal and Langnickel ones, and satisfied with them. So I'm also going to use this baby oil as my blending medium. This is just the store brand. I shop at Meijer, so this is the Meijer brand baby oil, and that was only a couple dollars. I use Q-tips here, and I just put a little bit of baby oil in my paint palette there. And I also use a Kleenex or a paper towel to blot off my Q-tips after I put the oil, dip them in the oil, so that I don't have too much. I still kind of have a way of having too much though. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of baby oil into one of these wells, and we'll get started. For some reason also, I have discovered that my so I've just poured a little bit in there. I don't know if you can see where that's at. I have discovered that my camera shuts off after 32 minutes. Sometimes it's like 31 minutes, 30 seconds. Right around the 32-minute mark, though, it shuts off, and it picks right back up again. It doesn't actually turn off. It just quits filming. So I'm not sure why it does that. It doesn't have anything to do with memory, because I have a big memory card in there, and it picks right up again. So I lose maybe like maybe 10 to 15 seconds of filming, and then it picks right up. But I'm thinking it's like a safety feature, maybe. I don't know for sure. So I got to look into that and see if there's a way I can stop that from happening. But so I'll probably do this video around a half an hour, and then I'll do another one if I want to. So I'm going to use a blue color for her skin. And let's see, we'll go for the, oops, and I dropped it. So let me see if I can reach it. No. Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on just one second. Went under my desk. If I can get it. If not, I'll grab it later and I'll use a different one. Okay. Yep, I got it. So this is just how I've been doing it, and I never used these kind of materials before, so I haven't watched any YouTube videos or anything like that. It's just me kind of trying to do my thing here with it. So what I did was I just kind of color, and I'm going to turn her right side up, I think, so that so that I can move that oil out of the way there. And make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're gonna do this, and I might zoom in just a hair. So I'm gonna just kind of color around with it like I would a kind of a crayon, but then I'm gonna blend it out, so it's not gonna be perfect. So can you see? Somebody again had suggested that I film from the left side instead of the right, so that you could see what I was doing more. But the problem with that is I lean on my left side. So like my left arm, you can't see it's up, and I'm leaning on it while I do that. And I just, I don't know, excuse me, my arm would block it. So I don't necessarily think that would work. And I'm going to actually get another color to do those bite marks that are right there. We'll do like a red, and we'll add that because then it'll kind of turn a purpley color. So I'm going to use this red shade here, and I'm just going to kind of go around these bite marks there. So I've got one of my Q-tips here, and I'm going to dip it in the oil. And I know I get too much oil, and I don't mean to, but I'm just still learning how. So there's always like a little bit too much, so I've been squeezing it onto my napkin or Kleenex or something like that. And okay, I'm just going to start blending. I do have a piece of paper or something in between the pages so that it won't transfer onto the next page, the oil. And I'm just using, like I said, Q-tips here. And again, this is just my first time, not my first time, but I'm very new to using these. So I don't really know too much about what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going for it. I go through quite a few Q-tips though when I'm doing this. You can hear my dog barking. And then the Q-tip does get pretty saturated with oil and pigment, but you can really get a lot of use out of one side of the Q-tip. So I keep bumping, and I don't mean to do that. Alright, so I'm going to let that part sit for a little while, and then I think I'll go back later and shade in with a darker color, but I will go ahead and work on coloring her face here. And, you know, like you can see that I'm not doing anything, not covering everything, you know, I'm leaving lots of space because when I blend it all in, I know why I keep bumping the camera. I have this handle that I forgot to take off. That's what it is. Making sure you can still see as I move the page around. But for being really cheap, these pastels, they seem to blend really nice, but now I don't have anything to compare them to because, you know, like I said, I've never really used these. This is the first experience I've ever had, so I don't know what, you know, what quality, more prestige brand would be like, you know, the difference in them. But so far I just been having fun with it. It's just kind of a different medium to use. So I think I'll put a darker shade around, like, to contour her face a little bit. Let me look for, I'm gonna try this darker navy type shade here. 10 minutes. So maybe I'm gonna have to turn the, so I can kind of see where. I think I'm also going to put some under her chin and on the sides here. I'll go back in and blend that. Come out a little bit there. And a little bit here. So today we're having a lazy day at home. We were gone all day yesterday. We had a funeral. My husband's aunt passed away on Monday, and Thursday was her viewing, and Friday was the funeral. And my husband was a pallbearer, and he also had to speak at her service. And we were gone yesterday from 9:30 in the morning until almost 9 o'clock at night, which is a long day for us. After like the luncheon that they have, and you know, we'd gone to the cemetery, and then the luncheon, and then we were invited back to my husband's cousin's home, and some of the family was getting together there to just kind of hang out. And you know, when you haven't seen each other in a long time, you want to get together. So we went and we did that, and it was nice to be able to see everybody. And my husband got to see family that he hadn't seen in a very long time, but it was tiring. So last night when we came home, we went to bed at like 10:30, which is fairly early for us, and got up this morning, and we've just been kind of laying around watching TV and not doing too much of anything. So I got a fresh side of the Q-tip because I didn't want to get any of that red that was on, I did on that bite mark. I didn't want to get any of that any place, so I used a fresh side here. These Q-tips, they work well. They kind of hurt my hand. It's hard for me to grip them because they're so thin and tiny. But I like them. I like using them. They do the job, that's for sure. So going to blend this darker part out, which I guess I probably should have blended the lighter part, but I'll do the darker part, and then I can switch Q-tips and go in with lighter when I do the middle part there. They do, like I said, I mean, I think it's doing a fairly well job. I don't know if you want to be zoomed in anymore. I can never remember which way to zoom. Oh, wrong way. Let's try it. There we go. A little bit, and I'll see if I can lower that down just a hair. I'm having a lot of fun on this color along. There have been some really, really, really great pictures posted. You guys did a really, really good job. I've just been like super, super impressed with them. I feel really blessed that people are participating in this with me, because I'm not by any means, you know, like an artist or anything like that. So it's really nice that you know, people that are what I would consider definitely a higher skill level than me when it comes to coloring I feel blessed that they're participating, and you know, it's just a lot of fun. So that's still in frame here. But yeah, we haven't done much of anything. Like I said, today I got up and had coffee and looked at Facebook for a little while and had a slice of banana chocolate chip bread that we have. It's so good. This is the second time. We actually bought it. I didn't make it or anything. We bought it at the store down on the corner from us, and it's really, really, really yummy. And so I had a slice of that and some coffee, and then I took a shower, and I used a sheet mask today. I was like, well, I love using sheet masks. If you guys are follow me at all anywhere, you know that I'm a big skincare junkie. If you're on my Instagram, you'll see posts, you know, of different skincare things, and I just really like using sheet masks. I've been sheet masking for about 2 years now, and it's something I get a lot of enjoyment out of. Not just because I think it's good for my skin and prevents, you know, helps in the anti-aging process, but also because it's just enjoyable. Like the routine of it, the relaxation. I like it a lot. I don't know, I'm probably making a big mess because I know over here it's very blotchy, but I will go back in there and try to blend that out with that lighter color. So yeah, like I said, I've been sheet masking for quite a while, a couple of years now, and I have a lot of different sheet masks. I have a really big sheet mask collection. I'm trying to use my sheet masks, get them down to a normal level that a regular person would have, because I have way too many. But I really like them. I still keep buying them though, but I've slowed down quite a bit, so that's good anyways. So today I used one for exfoliation, and you can still see that good. I'm trying to decide if I want to get a different Q-tip or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'll grab a new one. Because when it starts to leave cotton on it, then it's no fun. So, let me get my... you can see how much oil there is on that. It's like wet with it. And I try to dip it in, but it's still, you know, could get a lot on there. So yeah, that's the one I used today was for exfoliation, and it was a brand that's actually one of my favorite brands called Leaders in Solution. They're Korean sheet mask brand, and they're really nice, but they are a kind of like a stickier texture, so it takes a long time to soak in, and I don't like to use them at nighttime before bed because I don't like to have that sticky, tacky feeling when I go to bed on the pillowcase. You know, I don't want my face to be sticky to the pillowcase or anything like that. So I use that brand I usually use when I have time to mask in the daytime, so that I have all day for it to kind of absorb in, you know. So she's a little bit more blue than what I originally wanted, but that's okay. I'm still definitely learning how to do this. I saw some, they looked like big eyeshadow sponges to me. I mean, I know that's not what they were, but they were at Hobby Lobby, and they looked like giant eyeshadow applicators. So like sponge tips with like a long plastic handle, and I thought those would probably work really well for me as far as blending out pastels, oil pastels, or chalk pastels, because they'd be easier, I think, for me to hold on to. But I haven't purchased any yet, because then I don't know like how easy you can clean them. Now see, if you see this that looks like dark underneath here, like black lines, what that is the paper that I have underneath. It has a barcode, so when this gets, the oil touches it, you can see through it. But in fact, I thought I'd show you what it looks like underneath here. You don't have to, you can see where it like ghosts through, but it doesn't, once it dries, it doesn't transfer onto the next page, that kind of oil. It doesn't. So I just let it dry after a while and take it out, and it's fine. So yeah, so I don't know if I would be able to clean those very well, like those blending sponges or whatever that I saw, and I don't want to pay for them and then, you know, not be able to clean them and then need to purchase new ones, because that would be, after a while, it seems like it would get on the expensive side. So I just been using these Q-tips for now. But I know like some people use cotton balls and that, especially when they're blending like chalk pastels, but I wouldn't be able to hold on to those comfortably to to blend in anything with those. So I still haven't gotten Deborah's new books yet, the Glamour Ghouls, or oh shoot, now I can't even remember the name of it. Glamour Ghouls Pinups is one of them. Oh, Misfits, Cute and Creepy Girls. And then the Day of the Dead. I decided not to get the Day of the Dead one because I already have a lot of books with like sugar skulls in them and that kind of thing. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to get every single Deborah book. It's not required. You could still be a big fan and you don't have to have every single thing. So I decided not to get that one, but I am definitely still getting the Misfits and the Glamour Ghouls. I just haven't ordered them yet. I had another book that I pre-ordered from Amazon by another illustrator, and I pre-ordered that because I wanted to make sure I got a copy of it. And that came, and I've been busy this month, and we had these color alongs scheduled for the other books, and so I thought, well, I probably wouldn't be able to find time to color in the new ones anyways, so I thought, well, I'll just wait until, October or so, and then I'll get them. So that's my plan. Anyways. So, not perfect, but, Now I'm going to do a different color for her eyeshadow, so I'm just kind of blending this in a little bit here. I don't know what color eyeshadow should we give her. I don't know. And we're at 24 minutes, so I got a few more minutes before this shuts off. Well, we could do pink. That would match your eyeliner. What about orange or yellow? Yellow might be unusual, but I don't know how it would look with the green. Decisions. I don't really know what to do. You know what? We'll go with a red-pink color. So I'm going to choose this one. It's kind of like a rosy shade. So we'll see what happens here. So I can always go back over her eyelashes and that with a black marker. I'm also going to do her eyes pink, the whites of her eyes. So if I start talking and I lose track of time and the video just shuts off automatically, you know, just be aware that that's a possibility that will happen. So I go ahead and use the one I already used that had the pink on it. But then I can pick it up with a part 2. I think that's fun. Okay, 26. So I'll go ahead and do this other one. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that are well practiced in the oil pastels that are probably like rolling your eyes and groaning at how I'm doing this. But I don't know. So far, considering I've never even watched a video on how to do this, I just kind of thought it sounded like fun. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Let's blend that blue back in here. Okay, so we're at 27 minutes. And then what color? Let's do our eyes yellow. What do you think about that? I'll get a fresh Q-tip for that because I haven't used any yellows yet. So I just put a dab of oil on there because it's tiny, tiny, tiny space. There you go. Fun. Alright, so I'm going to flip her right side up, which is how the picture is supposed to look. Whoops. Let's zoom back out. So that's how she's supposed to look for right now. I think it's pretty fun. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can see it's like the shading isn't perfect, a few more places and stuff like that. Like right here it's darker, but I can go in and fix that. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of fun. So I'll probably finish with my pencils and shade a little bit more, and I'm gonna do a background too. Maybe I'll do part 2 for this one since I did a part 2 for the other one also. But I'm gonna stop it for now because it's getting ready to shut off anyways at 32 minutes, and I'll pick it back up in a bit. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching.